some of the females that I see on TikTok, specifically TikTok, okay, abundance of them. I don't know why. This is where they come to. They congregate. And have you heard of femdom? That's what it is.
Oh, basically a girl that wants to be like dominant over the guy.
See, I think in 1946 that didn't exist. Welcome back to the Rift podcast. What episode we at, Parker? Come on with it.
31? 32?
It's got to be episode 31. I'm shooting for 31.
Pretty sure it's 31.
Let's go. All right, episode 31. Welcome, guys. We are back. We got so much we just figured out prior to this podcast because we have so much going on. Like this next month, September, is insane. The amount of stuff that we have planned for September, for content, but also for just living life and like everything involved is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun month. For one, have the 100-mile ultra marathon coming in 2 weeks, right? Then we have a full elk hunt, which I'm going to be getting with the guide, and like we're going to be recording all of that. And then after that, I'm going to be up in Pittsburgh as well, so I may find something up to do, find something to do up there. And so that's going to be, and there's still another weekend in September that we can squeeze something else in.
You said 2 weeks. I just want to make sure because I'm still stressing that I booked everything the right days. It is like we're leaving in what?
Not this weekend, but Tuesday. Yeah. So it's Friday.
You're racing on this next Saturday. So it's a week in 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to clear the air before I book the wrong flight.
Yeah, no. That's it. Like we have this podcast on Friday, then we have a Monday podcast, and then a Friday podcast, and then I'm running. I run on Saturday. So that's a 100-mile. And then, like I said, we're doing an elk hunt after that. So, dude, we got so much coming, so much content for you guys. I'm telling you, I'm excited for it. But you're here for the podcast, right? You want to talk about stuff that's outside of that. By the way, if you do want to see any of the 100-mile or whatever that's coming, that is going to be on the main channel, just Jake Summers. But for the podcast, right, what I want to talk about today, okay, so I just, earlier this week, okay, if you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, all right, he's this entrepreneur, business guy who is he's just a G. I mean, be honest, the guy, he's an entrepreneur, and I think entrepreneurship down to the root core is capitalism, where capitalism is giving value to another person in exchange for more value, right? But it doesn't have to be less for more. It can be equivalent exchange, right? So if I give Parker this coffee, and Parker gives me back pre-workout, but I didn't want coffee because I didn't like taste. I wanted the caffeine for the pre-workout. Well, then he wanted the coffee for the taste. Now it's a good value exchange, right? It's the same thing. It's like, have you ever heard of the bartering system? Parker, you know what that is?
I know what bartering is, but I don't know what
Yeah.
the bartering system is.
Bartering system, some people still operate on this where they don't believe in money, right? Which really, truly, down to the root, do I believe in money? No, it's just value, because it's value for value. And so some people operate on this where they need a car, they'll have to find something of value of the car to exchange it for the car. Instead of paying money for it, they go find a boat, and they'll trade the boat for the car, right? So it's like the guy who got the pin, traded up to the house. Yeah. That's operating on a bartering system, where there's not a medium of exchange, which is typically a currency. It's an object for an object, right? And so that's to the root, right? What entrepreneurship is, right? It doesn't have to be, okay, I'm getting better stuff. It's just value for value, right? And so Alex Hormozi has broken that down into the simplest thing where, what if I just give you stuff? You just get free value, right? Free education. And I don't get anything back. So then you're like, well, this guy's a good dude. It's like if someone just gave you $100. You're like, oh, all right, cool. I like this guy. He just gives out free money, free value. Okay. So then you like him. So that's what he's building, is goodwill. And he's building this over an extended period of time, because then that's what he's saying is now he's growing a following. Now he's gaining followers. Now he's pushing all this value that he's given. Now people are giving back to him, right? Me in particular, I got so much value from him that I'm like, heck, He just launched his second book, $100 million Leads, which right now I'm promoting because he gave me so much value from this book that is for free that I was like, heck, I'm going to buy this book. For him, it was like $30 or something. It was not very expensive, but it just gives back and shows like my appreciation for stuff that he did. And does he know that I'm doing this? No. Is he going to watch podcasts? No, maybe. No. But in the end, I got value from him, so I wanted to exchange, give value back, right? So I was excited about it. I go down to the mailroom at the apartment building, right? I go down to the mailroom, and when I'm down there, first off, have you checked that mailbox before?
Well, no, that's what, our names weren't on the mailbox until I went and told her that like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Mine's been on it. Yours still isn't on it.
When I talked to her, she said, she looked at it and she's like, oh, she goes, there's not any names on this. And she said, I'll put y'all both on there.
Oh, maybe we have two mailboxes now. I don't know. Well, that was in one mailbox, and we probably need to figure that out too. But that mailbox, so I open up and I'm excited about it. But then I get all this other crap, okay? I don't know, just because we're in an apartment building, but they just like throw coupons and stuff. You know, like those old newspapers with like all the coupons everywhere? I think it was like that show Extreme Couponing where they like, cut the stuff out. Like, I don't care about that. I don't need, like, you can save money, but you're going to spend so much time trying to save money that you can just go earn that money yourself, right? So I hate coupons. They're such a waste of time. It's ridiculous. All it is just more like distract you over here when you should be doing this, right? So throw away all the coupons, and I don't know why they get shoved those in there because I didn't ask for them, but they do it anyways. So I'm pissed off and throwing these off, but then I'm excited because I got the book or whatever, and I want to like look into it and read into it. Well, I walk off and I come back upstairs and start doing my thing, and then I get a text from that lady down there, okay? So in our apartment building, right, we have a bunch of this is actually the apartment building. If you guys didn't know, we're not in like studio. This is like our living room. And so the lady down there, you're talking about, you said the other day that you walked down. Okay, Parker has a dog, right? This is a little backstory. Parker's got a dog, and you're supposed to pay for your dog, and like, what is it? It's per month, right?
It's like $400 up front. Well, it's $200 for the dog, and then $200 for the dog being in the apartment. So it's $400.
Yeah.
and then I think it's like $40 or $50 every month after that.
Okay, so then you got to pay a monthly fee every month, and it's like, it's like, I mean, we're not doing anything wrong, It's just I don't know. They want it, but there's a bunch of dogs everywhere. It's really like, we'll just kind of fly under the radar. Well, we're going down the other day, like to find the mailbox, right? Yeah. And when he went down there, homie already knew his name. Like this girl down here, she's on one. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna have to get her name and number because we may hire her very soon.
That's because the first time I ever met her, I didn't know that there was a fat fee for a dog, so I was like, I'll just go ahead and like.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
So I went down there and I told her I had a dog, and she was like, and automatically when I went down there, she already knew. She's like, oh, you're Parker, like you're Jake's roommate? And I was like, yeah. And she'd never seen us together.
I don't know her name. I still don't.
Yeah, she had never seen us together or anything. I was like, yeah, I am. And I was like, okay. And then she like starts trying to help me get the dog thing set up. Sends me an email to do it. I come upstairs, look at the email, find out it's gonna be an arm and a leg for my freaking dog to live in the house. So I was like, screw it. Well, actually, I tried to do it and it wouldn't work. So I was like, you know what? I tried. Thought it counts. Whatever. Yeah. So I gave up, and then after that, I was like, I was missing my mail. I needed to go down there, but I was like, I don't want her to see me because she knows I have a dog, and I still set it up. And
but it was like a couple months later.
Yeah, it was a couple months later. So then eventually, I was like, dude. I was like, she says I'm just gonna tell her it didn't work. I couldn't figure it out. Whatever. So I go in there, and she's like, oh hi, whatever. And I was like, I told her about the mailbox, and she got it all set up, and so she put our names on it, and she goes, oh yeah, you're Parker, right? And then your roommate's with Jake. And I was like, yeah. Like, how do you know that? And then like she's just on, like she's I don't know if it's like photographic memory or what, but she definitely knows I have a dog with all that memory. I think she's just letting it slide or something.
I think she is.
Doesn't know I'm not paying for it. I don't know. But.
Oh yeah, she may not know that you're not paying for it, or I bet she's letting it slide. She knows everything, dude. Yeah. Because here's the deal: I left my keys in the mailbox, wide open, mailbox open, right? Because I'm excited. I didn't know. Whenever I come up here doing my thing, all of a sudden I get a text. I get a text from this person. It says something like, hey, you left your keys in the mailbox. Said it's in the office. Come get it when you get a chance, with like a winky face, smiley face thing. And I'm like, I like look at this. It was like it was some random number. I've never texted them before in my life. It was like, what? And then I thought it was some like spam or some like scammer or something. And I'm like, so I was about to delete it, and then I was like, wait, keys and mail. I was like, wait, I just used the keys. They're my car keys. And I was like, oh, I just left my keys in the mailbox. So I go down there, and she's talking to another guy. And I'm like, I guarantee you it was this girl, because somehow she knows that it's Jake. I don't have anything. I guess she knew because it was in our mailbox. So maybe that's how she knew it was me. Yeah. But then she goes down there, and I don't say anything. She's talking to someone else. She looks at me, and she's like, did you forget your keys? And then I'm like, yep, we got my keys. She's like, okay, one second, Jake. And then she gets up and goes, it gets the keys, it gives it to me. And I'm like, dude, the fact that she's on it, because how many apartment, like, I would understand if there was 10 tenants, right? Maybe even 20. Like, you can remember 20 people in your head, like that's what you do all day. Dude, there's like 200 apartment like places.
And not even that, but she's our age, so like I would also assume like maybe there's not a whole lot of people our age living here, so she remembers us. But we've seen there's like a group of probably 50 to like 80 kids that are all like our age, that are door salesmen that live in this apartment complex.
It's like a frat house.
Yeah, it's like pretty much a frat. So like,
is.
There's no way like she just knows us because we're younger. Like there's so many younger.
No, because we're not. Yeah, there's like not. It doesn't make us any different. Like we're not any different. And they're literally like right down the hall from us. So it's not. But she remembers our names. Like she knew I was Jake, and then I forgot my keys in the thing. And I'm like, that's the kind of employee that I need working for me, dude. I mean, like you said, it's got like a photographic memory or something. I don't know what it is, but it's impressive. And I was like, man, that is pretty cool. But I don't know. That's kind of it was a quick little story that I had about what just happened. But on another note, one thing is that she's really nice, right? She's like she's friendly. You know, like every time I've seen her, another thing is I would say like qualities that I look at when I'm hiring an employee. Okay, specifically female. Okay, because the reason actually no, we don't even have to say specifically female. If I'm in a service-based industry, okay, say a restaurant, say a like repair shop, say a apartment management, right? Any of those sort of things. What I'm looking for in this is friendliness, openness, and like welcoming, right? She has that vibe. Like she's always smiling. She's pretty good looking. Right, on a scale 1 to 10, probably give her 6 to 7. Right, not bad looking. She's like remembers your name, right? Uses your name. She's obviously friendly, and she does her job well. Like she remembers all this stuff. So these qualities, right, for a female, I'm like, okay, she's hireable. On the contrary, I've been doing some lives recently. And some of the females that I see on TikTok, specifically TikTok, okay, there's an abundance of them. I don't know why. This is where they come to. But they congregate. And have you heard of, what did she say? It's like Dom lady or something. Girl Dom? Have you heard of that? Femdom. That's what it is.
Oh, like,
yeah,
like basically the girl that wants to be like dominant over the guy.
Yeah. Femdom. That's what she typed. Femdom. Yeah. I was like, I don't know, are we speaking gibberish here? And then I looked it up. It was like, luckily I wasn't streaming that live. I just did like on my private thing. It was like, oh, Femdom, huh? This is what we are. This is what we are. And that is the opposite of what I would want to hire. That is the opposite of what I would want to see when I walk into an apartment building to buy and purchase an apartment to live at, is a lady who I thought was a lady who's femdom. And I'm like, that isn't it.
Which it doesn't matter because I doubt we're ever going to use this vocabulary again, but I don't think you're using it properly. I think like a guy would say he likes femdom.
Oh, really?
Like he likes. Being
I don't know.
dominated by
I
a
thought it was
girl.
gibberish. So
Like-
he likes being dominated by a girl.
That's what I think. That's what I think it's like a kink that
You know, that's just tough for me, dude. See, I think in 1946, that didn't exist. What do you think? I mean, did that exist? When you were fighting, when the man had to go out in World War II and fight against the Nazi in Germany, right? There was none of that. There was like, I'm gonna die out on this war. You're not thinking about, do I want to be dominated by a girl, by a female? You have to think about that. It doesn't exist. And it's like these times now, it's like our lives are too damn easy that we're talking about this kind of stuff. And she was like pressed on it. Because when I searched, I was like, what are we doing? What is this? Because it just caught me off guard. She just came out of nowhere and said this stuff. And I'm like, what? What do we, like, I was trying to talk about self-improvement, getting quality sleep. And you come in with femdom. I'm like, what's going on here? So, I don't know. After this experience today, I mean, after my experience in my life, but specifically as one today, I'm hiring attractive females that don't even know what femdom is. That's what I'm going for. My quality, for my business, for where I want to be around. I think, is that too much to ask?
You gotta have some variety. You gotta have some femdomers in the group.
Oh. Well, that's not going to be my group. If it's your group, let us know. Otherwise, guys, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. If you didn't, well, sorry. Cruise on to the next one. Otherwise, guys, thank you for watching, joining, viewing. Appreciate it. We're going to be getting content out for you every Monday and Friday. And this one is going to be, Friday, right? So take it easy. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.